Happy Catholic Schools Week, everybody. You are watching News from the Pews episode. I believe we're up to, I have no idea, 40.
No idea.
I bet it's 40. It's got to be about 40. You know, we're right around the anniversary of News from the Pews being birthed because it was February of last year, before we even knew you, Mr. Hoffman.
That wasn't too long, though, after...
It really wasn't. It wasn't too long after that Mrs. Orland let us to all know that she was not going to be coming back, and that she had been called by the Lord somewhere in Indianapolis, whose feast day was just the other day, St. Thomas Aquinas. But we're delighted to have you, Mr. Hoffman, and it's Catholic Schools Week, which means...
a lot of stuff to do.
It's kind of a zoo around here.
Oh, yeah. If it wasn't for a lot of the people we have here, like the secretary and Brooke and stuff, we would be... And Mrs. Gwinnett, she's put that together.
Oh, my gosh. The carnival is going on right now.
Yeah.
And the carnival, they have popcorn in there, and Mr. Hoffman brought donuts for everybody today. Or you didn't bring them. Let's tell the good people how good Lenny's is.
Well, they were really good. The auction, they said that they would donate one donut to every student in the school. And so Catholic Schools Week, I asked them, and they donated 120 donuts, one for everybody in the school.
Isn't that amazing?
So,
and then they even brought some extra ones for the teachers.
Yep, I bought those.
Oh, you bought those?
I bought the
very
teacher
good.
ones today.
Well, I enjoyed a tractor wheel. Those are really good. They're so addicting. They're so heavy though. But anyway, they're delicious. And now that you've been with us, Mr. Hoffman, for since July 1, what's your favorite thing? I imagine every Catholic school, you've been in Catholic education your whole life, but every Catholic school, I'm sure, a little different. What do you like most about our beautiful St. Joe?
There's a few things I really, really like. So I would say I like the staff a lot. They step up. A lot of the staff steps up, which is great. Liked Mass. We only went one time a week. Now I'm going twice, so it's really nice.
That's nice. We do have.
So it's really, really nice. The kids are great. So homilies are great. I mean, what else can you ask for? Really, truthfully. I mean, you really can't ask for much more. I mean,
oh my gosh.
Look at the kids we have. And
we do. We just filmed, I imagine the News from the Pews episode right before this one that will air will be, if our producer, videographer is cooperative, she just rolled her eyes big time, will be, Katie was on there, so was Nolan, the two of them together, and I mean, they had some beautiful things to say, Mr. Hoffman, and it's just neat to see. It's neat to see their hearts, but it's also that there's like a treasure trove within their hearts of faith and love. It's just really neat.
Greeting them every morning, you just see that when they get out of the cars.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Do you think because every single morning, Mr. Hoffman is outside, and you go to each car, you open up the door, you say good morning to each child, and when
I'm here.
When you see them every morning, do they seem happy to be here?
Yeah. Everybody seems really happy to be here.
They come in and they actually, what I always find is, I mean, because sometimes I'll be up there in the sacristy getting ready for Mass, and I'll see them running in. They just they're like, let's go, another day, and that excitement is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Great school.
Why do you think, Mr. Hoffman, it is so important for families to utilize Catholic schools for their children?
Well, there's a lot of things, but the biggest is you have the faith-based, and then you have the community, and the community is huge. So if you don't have the community, I think a lot of things would fall apart. But the parish community and the school community working together as one is just as far as you can go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the best you can say.
It becomes a family.
Yeah.
For the kids, and they know that their teachers aren't just their teachers. They really care about them.
And they want to be here. And that's
Yeah, because, I mean, you think about it. Let's be honest. I mean, teachers could get a job at a public school very easily. Our teachers would have no trouble getting a job there, but they choose to teach here.
it's a vocation.
It is. It's a calling by God. It's a calling by God, and we're very blessed by a wonderful faculty and staff. So God is so good. God is so good. What else exciting is going on for Catholic Schools Week?
Well, Friday's Perfect North.
Perfect North.
The kids are really excited about that.
Second year we've done that, and yeah, they had a blast and a half last year, and they dragged me up those hills.
Yeah.
It's fun. It is fun.
And Mrs. Laker's done a lot of work on that.
Yeah.
So I got to give kudos to her. So.
Absolutely, because last year, Miss Harker, I think she had a connection. She knows somebody, I think maybe a sibling or maybe a brother or something, is over there, and I just got to baptize Mrs. Harker's child.
I did see that.
It was so beautiful. My first full immersion baptism, everybody. It was wild. I think the child was a little cranky at me. He turned red, and when I put him all in there in the water, he came out, and his veins were popping out. It was great. It was great. But that's what happens in baptism, is we are immersed into the Lord. And it's great. But anyway, yeah, she had a connection over there, so it worked out really well. And the kids, those are the memories they'll always cherish.
Yep.
Did you go to Catholic school as a child?
Oh, you don't want to know all that.
I forgot. I think I
did go to Catholic school to start off.
And which Catholic school was that?
I went to St. John's in Goshen.
Goshen, Indiana.
Yep. Lasted 2 years.
Were you expelled?
Well, I was asked to leave.
Mr. Hoffman!
Wait.
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
You learned. Mom and Dad said I would tie my tie to the back of my pants and run around the classroom and have people chase me. So.
Well, that's what you do here. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I was told. So.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Hoffman without a tie on. Where's your tie from? Is it because it's Catholic Schools Week and you're running around like a chicken without a head on?
I'm not actually running around much today, so.
How often, Mr. Hoffman, do you use this sign?
I've never picked that sign up.
This could be fun. This would be fun if a kid is doing something, that he or she should not be doing. You'd be like, what do we got here? Is this the tie right here?
Oh, that's just one of the. There's more than that over there.
Mr. Hoffman has a collection of ties. And how many do they number?
Probably close to 500.
It's a lot of ties. Guess how many of these?
Probably 2.
Yep, I have 2 that go all the way around, and then I've got a handful of just the little tab ones, and then I've got one or 2 that go with my cassock. So I do have a drawer of collars, but it really is much easier than tying one of these.
Oh, they're easy too.
They are. What do you think, Mr. Hoffman, what is like a dream of yours for St. Joe, if you had to say?
I'd like to be, I think, all the way full. My goal would be become a blue ribbon school. That would be my big goal, which I think the kids can do that here too. I think we can do a lot of things.
What would you say would be full? How many per class? 50?
No, you can't put 50 per class, but back in the old days,
Yeah, back in those days. And I did a funeral, Mr. Hoffman, for this was about 2 or 3 years ago, and one of the family members, the survivors, was there and telling me that the deceased took class at Catholic school here in the sacristy. And that was used as a classroom because they had no space. This place was overflowing with children, and so they used every place. And I believe even this office over here, Mrs. Simpson's office, was used as a classroom. Somebody else told me that. And I mean, they were basically putting kids wherever they could put kids. And the nun that taught in the sacristy used to, when the kids, she didn't have a stop sign, but when they were doing something crazy, cat can't be that important. Anyway, she would say, Jesus is right here in the tabernacle. He's watching you. Oh my gosh, it's funny though, isn't it? But those are good dreams. I think it'd be nice. I pray every day for for the school. I think it'd be great if the school could be full.
I think it can be.
Now let me ask you this, Mr. Hoffman. Do you have to be Catholic to send your child to St. Joe?
You don't have to be Catholic at all. We do teach the faith, and I know a lot of the schools, we've had all kinds of religions in, and it's just a religion class for them, so they learn because they keep their own faith. But we're always there, open to
And we
everyone.
have so much in common. We have so much in common with all Christian denominations because Jesus is at the center of this school, as Nolan said in our interview yesterday, or whenever that will be published. But Jesus is the center, and he's the center for every Christian, regardless of denomination. And I always think one of the best things that we do here is we teach, we reinforce that friendship with Jesus, and that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And so yeah, you're right. You don't have to be Catholic to send your child here, and we're not going to make them become anything like that. But it's just like everybody's welcome. We want everybody. Well, very good. Anything you would like to add on this Catholic Schools Week? We have Mass this Sunday, everybody. So show 10 o'clock, we'll have a beautiful Mass in our church, and the kids will do the readings and different and this choir and all that.
And Sunday, February 18th, we'll have open house from 11 to 12. So you can come on down and check out the school.
That's right. 11 to 12 on the 18th.
Yep.
All right. That between masses. So, all right, Mr. Hoffman. Well, thanks for all you do, and thanks for all you all do, and blessings to you on this beautiful Catholic Schools Week. God bless you.